Hello everyone, this is Craig Mills from Evolution, Fitness and Athletics. And today I'd like to discuss consultations and why we do them and how we do them. So, initial consultations, every potential evolution athlete that comes to us for inquiries on personal training, if they're interested in taking up any of our PT programs, we'll book in for a free initial consultation. Now, this consists of a PARQ, which stands for Physical Activity Readiness Questionnaire. So this is a legal document that everybody that undertakes physical activity under a trainer, under an organisation, should actually fill out. It just makes sure that you've not got any issues with maybe heart problems, breathing problems, just anything really that can cause any serious harm. I think there's a question on there on back injuries and things like that. So it's really important to get those done, just to make sure you're covered if anything bad should happen, which it could well do. I know that sounds bad and it sounds grim, but at the end of the day, you're undertaking, whether you're just training for health and fitness, for well-being, or if you're carrying out sports, there is always a danger of hurting yourself really badly or worse. Okay, that's life. Okay, so that just makes sure we're covered for that. Another wee questionnaire we'll get you to fill out is just really a questionnaire just to kind of find out what your goals are, what you're expecting from me as a trainer, what your kind of likes and dislikes are, if you've had any injuries, if there's any history of kind of medical conditions that either you've had or within your family. It's always good to know. So the more information you get on there, the safer we can make the training sessions. So we'll also have questions on, what your relationship is like with food, what's your favourite snack, etc. And when I say likes and dislikes, which I mentioned just a wee moment ago, is just basically what you like doing in the gym and what you absolutely hate. So we don't want to go putting you into a program that is full of the types of training or specific equipment that you really don't like using. It needs to be enjoyable. You need to want to keep coming back. You need to sustain it. So it's very important just to make sure that we're not giving you something that you're going to really dread doing, because then it was in the long term you're not likely to keep it up. Okay, so another thing we'll do is, once the boring paperwork's out of the way, is we will do your Tanita body composition results, and I have a whole other video on my channel. Check it out. It's just on the method I use for measuring body composition. So I use the Tanita scales. I think it's B, can't remember the model again, but again it's in one of my other videos. Go and check it out. And basically what this does is it measures your weight, not just your weight. It will take your body fat percentage, your muscle mass, your visceral fat level, how much water you've got in your body, and bone density, and also your basal metabolic rate, which is just basically the calories that you need to take in to sustain the current weight that you are at that time when you take it. That's always a good bit of information to know, because depending on your goal, if you're wanting to lose weight, if you want to burn body fat, then it's a good figure to know. So ideally, to lose 2 pounds a week, normally you would need to cut your calorie intake by 500 calories a day. But again, that's not taking into account your exercise level. So you can do it through a mixture of exercise and what you that you currently eat, your nutrition. Okay, so there are other kind of ways of measuring which I do carry out. Just that again is a fail-safe, because like I mentioned in my previous videos, the technology is prone to prone to error. I mean, it's not 100% accurate, and it can be just as much as maybe having an extra cup of coffee in the morning before you actually do it. If you've already trained, if you've already been exerted, again, it will affect the results. Obviously, if you're a woman, your time of the month, that can have an effect. So it's always a good idea just to do it usually first thing, probably fasted before breakfast, and just make sure you keep the variables consistent. It's got to be done on a hard floor to get your weight right, and it's probably a good idea just to make sure you keep everything as consistent as you can every time you weigh it, even the same part of the floor in which you use, just to try and get it as close as possible. So what I'll also do is I'll also take tape measurements as well, depending on your goal and where you're comfortable taking them from. It usually consists of taking them from your waist, your hips, quite often, thighs, arms, especially if you want to build bigger arms, or if you're a woman, you want to get rid of your bingo wings, whatever your goal is. Even did a couple recently and they wanted their neck done. So, just the more you want to do, the more you do, the better, really. Just to see, because, as I'm always mentioning as well, a lot of people come and say, I want to lose this weight around my tummy and all that, and as you'll know, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it to you before, but plenty of other fit pros will, is that, there's no exercise that you can do that triggers weight loss or fat loss in one particular part of your body. You have to, your body decides where it burns the fat from. You just have to be patient and just continue to burn that fat until it starts coming off the place you want to see it coming off. So you might lose it all on your face first, you might lose it off your buttocks, thighs, whatever. So some people want the bingo wings away, so they'll just see, as long as you are just kind of consistent with your weight loss. Obviously the more weight you lose, it's going to just take it from whatever kind of part of the body has that fat in it. Okay, so that would be the measurements I take. I also, and not every PT does this, in fact I'm pretty sure that most don't, is I'll also take blood pressure and resting heart rate, just using a standard kind of same type the NHS will use, blood pressure monitor. Many won't. In fact, we were actually told during our training that a lot of people won't do it because, if somebody's got a high resting heart rate, they'd need to really be referred to a doctor. So a lot of PTs wouldn't want to lose business that way. They just kind of take people in, just let them get on with it, rather than risk turning away a sale. But for me, I'd rather, it's safety first, as always. You want to be able to get as much out of people as you can. And I just feel as if there is an underlying condition there, whether it's high blood pressure that the client or potential client may or may not know about, if it's high blood pressure, high resting heart rate, I'd like to think that, I wouldn't like to kind of change somebody on the premise that, what I don't know wouldn't hurt me. If something happens, well, how is that to know? I'd rather know. So as that I've got peace of mind, I can push somebody to the limits and just feel comfortable and maintain peace of mind that there's not a kind of underlying issue there that I would have been able to pick up through carrying out these checks. So always do blood pressure, always do resting heart rate. So once we're all happy with that, we'll just have a quick chat, and then if you're happy to go ahead, we'll maybe do a wee bit of fitness testing. So what we'll do is we'll do the Rockport walking test. So it's just how fast you can walk in a mile. So basically what you do is you would walk, well, maybe give you a couple of minutes just to kind of walk at a nice kind of brisk pace, and then we'll stop, then we'll start again, and then walk as fast as you can until you get to a mile or 1.6 kilometres. Once you get there, we'll take the time and your heart rate when you finish, and then I've actually got a calculator. There is a large formula that you could write, and you can do it manually on a calculator, but I just have an app on my phone I use to calculate your VO2 max based on those results, and you will then get what your VO2 max is basically just a way of measuring your aerobic capacity, how fit you are in general. So yeah, I would go ahead and do that. Again, there's a little table I use that tells you, for your age group, whether it's a good score, average score, poor score, excellent score, and then I'll usually use that as one of the targets to hit during one of our programs. So I'll maybe just try and get you moved up a couple of levels on that. So that's basically all the consultation consists of. Just the reason for doing this video is I've had quite a few recently. I got quite a few Evolution athletes coming on board, and I have another 3 tonight, which they all know each other, so they're all going to do it together. A bit of moral support, I think. And there's always a wee bit of kind of banter there as well, keeping each other going. So, I say just a wee short video of what to expect if you potentially want to come on board and become an Evolution athlete with me and the many other athletes I've trained this year. So, if you want to know more, you can follow me on Instagram at evolution_fitness and athletics. You can follow me on Facebook at Evolution Fitness and Athletics. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos, and feel free to comment. Okay, so thanks for watching. I've been Craig Mills from Evolution Fitness and Athletics, and I'd like to bid you a nice day and take care. Thanks for watching. Much love.